Pete Goddard here at Deephaven Data Labs. I want to quickly walk you through the MLB Beat the Streak dashboard that we built. Let's go! We've always been fans of the Beat the Streak game and thought our tech at Deephaven might invigorate ideas about how to make the league more interactive, maybe even use it to grow the fan base. Clearly, Major League Baseball controls both the data related to the league as well as real-time plate appearances and StatCast. But we see huge potential to improve BTS and attract new baseball fans if data can be opened up and made real-time. And, oh yeah, we'd really love to see video of individual at-bats. BTS is, of course, just a fun way to track hitters in the MLB. But the game's great, actually, because it seems winnable. It lets you dream a little bit. We wanted to simulate a BTS league of hundreds of thousands of hitters, but we knew the robot players we set up would need to make some informed decisions. So we went about getting some data from RetroSheet and PyBaseball, the Sport Radar via its API. Man, it sure would be nice if everyone would embrace a single source of truth here. And then rather than write predictive models from scratch ourselves, we wanted to leverage other people's work. So we looked at a few and we implemented them. And then we compared their results. And after doing so, where we settled at was Singularity was pretty good, and it really outperformed the other ones. And Josh Silver here makes available his predictions on a daily basis. So you can see the number of hits predicted for each MLB hitter. For example, today, it looks like Victor's at the top with a 1.187. Pretty good. Which then brings us to the Deephaven dashboard of our simulated BTS league. You can see we simulated a league of 200,000 players, 200,000 streakers, if you will. Sometimes these robot streakers do the daily double, sometimes not, but they only start a new streak if their old one ends. So you can see over the course of the 2022 season, there's been 5 million streaks all in. We split the streakers into 4 cohorts, from random to requiring more informed decision making. The 55,000 streakers in the Pred Hits 1.2 cohort are, for example, the most discerning. They sit it out and take a day off if there's not an MLB hitter with a 1.2 hits per game prediction at least. You can see that all of the informed pickers outperform the just random group. You can see that the longest streak did indeed hit 57. I promise you there's no cheating or anything dubious. It had a bit of luck. The 57 is not the point of this exercise, but it's impossible to ignore, so let's spend a minute on it or so. If we go to the tab All Streaks that shows the terminal statistics of historical streaks, you can see that the 57 was a bit higher than the next best at 46. If I double click on that cell, then it will show the picks of contestant 51367 for streak number 30 on the All Picks tab. Sure enough, Javi Baez would have won Mrs. 51367 $5.6 million. That's a pretty big deal. If I filter on the nulls, you can see 2 phenomena. First, 5 times when this streaker opted to sit the day out, simply because the predictions weren't very high. And second, 4 players that happened to be scratched before game time. The point of this video is not the 57, though yes, it was nice to see even a fake person beat DiMaggio's streak. The point is that tracking Beat the Streak in real time would be awesome. Clearly, the most popular fantasy games have both real-time updates and real-time observability across the fantasy league operating at the same time. In this Deephaven dashboard we spun up, the first 3 tabs emulate such a real-time experience, essentially live action. We thought paying for real-time data for this demo was a little bit silly, so instead we just set up a replayer, something that's pretty easy to do in Deephaven. The pitches across the league are arriving in the correct order, but for your viewing pleasure to keep it going, we have a new pitch arriving every few seconds. If, for example, I wanted to go and filter on one player, Christian, for example, right now I see all of the pitches he's received today, 1 at-bat at a time. He got a single in the first one, flied out, and then he hit a home run. Wow, I got lucky in this choice. And look, 3 hits for Christian, we're through the 6th inning. Clearly any streaker that picked him looks like a hero right now. Here's a view that takes that pitch by pitch data and summarizes it in plate appearances, essentially. This table updates as plate appearance finish in real time. I mean, I would love to be able to double click on any row here and see the video for that plate appearance, or maybe the StatCast data related to it. Double click and just see Trout's double click and see Judge's dinger. Get it on my mobile, share it with my friends, post it for whatever reason. But streakers don't just want to see plate appearance updates in real time. They want to see updates to the BTS league. What's going on in the league and with other players? Whose streaks are being extended? Whose are being snuffed out? What windows are closing now that it's the late innings? Is the leader still alive in each plate appearance? Which streakers and streaks are affected? Which are being extended with a hit? And which simply are not. Now, I hope you see all of this simply as some example real-time experiences to show what's possible. Real-time updates, at-bat videos, and league analytics would sure make BTS awesome. I encourage you to poke around a bit. This dashboard shows analyses, pick rates, and popularity information, summary for the league, and it puts a dollar figure on the current and cumulative BTS league value, given the robot streakers experience this year. Deephaven is uniquely relevant for this exercise. It can provide a free, open source backbone to beat the streak and MLB, and our people are here to help. Most importantly, Deephaven's simply best of breed with real-time data, and this is real-time first, I think. And further, if you want to publish table updates over the internet in a general purpose kind of way, Deephaven's kind of the only game in town. But importantly, and this matters, Deephaven's also dead simple to use. Any motivated intern, and I do mean intern, could build these views. Most of this work was done by our interns who are freshmen in college and non-technical. Here's an interactive experience that I'm bringing up now to support those dashboards that I showed you and the simulator as well. These are a few simple Python scripts that do all the work. In general, it's just simple table operations you write in Python one after the other. Somewhat like Pandas, which is a popular library, but Deephaven, in contrast, works at scale and in real time. Then finally, these scripts are called via a deployed app, and then the web stuff kind of magically just happens. It's pretty automatic. In closing, we think there's an incredible opportunity for the MLB if it does 1, 2, or 3 of the following things. 1, make the league, the BTS league, experience interactive. 2, have everything update in real time. Open up that real-time pitch data. And 3, allow people to get notifications for live at-bats so they can see their player or any player at the plate. Single videos of at-bats, both live and historical, are great consumables and really good for baseball fans everywhere.